One question I get asked all the time, both on my Twitch stream and in my Discord and here in the comments on YouTube, is why is no one watching me? How do I grow my stream, gain viewers, and more? In today's video, I'm gonna go over some things that might help you answer this question and some things that you might need to consider that might help you answer this question as well. But before we answer the question of why no one is watching your Twitch stream, let's answer another question. Why aren't you using Placeit.net? Placeit is an amazing website for streamers and for content creators or anyone who needs design work at all. On Placeit, you can create amazing design assets such as alerts, stream panels, overlays, cam borders, you name it, it's on that website. The beauty of Placeit is that you don't need to be a designer or have any knowledge of things like Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator. You can create all of these things directly on the website without having to download any software. You can upload your own assets to work with or browse a massive library of stock assets as well. One thing I love using Placeit for is little Instagram stories for when I want to go live. They're really handy and look really nice on Instagram. Placeit is super affordable and a really great resource for people who might be stuck for a bit of time, or like me, if you don't possess the knowledge to create these things in things like Photoshop. This is a really handy and affordable solution that will provide you with some really high quality assets. You can find a link to Placeit down below. Clicking that helps me out a lot. And you can also use code X2Shoes on the site for a lovely, wonderful discount. Thank you very much to Placeit again for sponsoring today's video. All right, enough of this, enough of talking. Let's jump into the video. I'm doing a lot of things with my hands and I don't really have any plan of where it's gonna go. Also, random thing as well, you're probably wondering why there's a bed in here. I'm living in my stream room at the minute. It's not a joke. I have to isolate from Miss Two Shoes currently, so it is what it is. I'll be out of here in a day or so, but next video, there won't be a giant bed. But hey, it helps with the sound, so that's great. So you're streaming day after day, week after week, month after month, and you're not seeing that little red view count go to where you want it to go. I get the feeling. And this burning question that streamers always ask themselves sneaks into your mind, which is, why is no one watching me? It's such a hard question because to you, you're trying so hard, you're going live, you're doing these things, and you're looking at your stream analytics after each stream and you can see that people are visiting, but nobody's staying. Unfortunately, streaming now is evolved to the point that, simply going live and being funny isn't really enough to just solidify you 1,000 viewers at a time. There are so many other streamers trying to do exactly the same thing you are. So by simply clicking go live and sitting there talking and gaming, except for the lucky few, it isn't always enough to get people's attention. You have to ask yourself what you can offer an audience. What can you do that somebody else in your niche can? Maybe you're a Valorant streamer, but maybe you're also a really good singer. Maybe you're a Call of Duty streamer, but you're also really good at impressions. I'm not saying that you have to have a crazy outlandish talent like be able to backflip on command. This could be anything from a unique talent to an ability to tell stories really effectively. You have to tap into the idea and ask yourself that what can you offer and do that the couple of people beside you in the list of streamers can't offer? Well, I don't have any talents or I don't have anything I can do. That's bullshit, I'm sorry. Everyone has an ability. If your only ability is sitting down and playing games, you gotta learn something new. As I said, that skill doesn't have to be some crazy talent or you can dislocate your arm and put it the wrong way around. I'm saying it could be like, you're funny, you're good at improv, you're good at quick thinking, you're extraordinarily talented at whatever game you're playing, and how are you gonna harness that into an enjoyable and entertaining stream on top of that talent? In my Discord, there's a self-promo section, okay? And to join that self-promo section, you have to fill out an application. One of the questions I ask on that form is, what is your USP? Your unique selling point. And after you finish watching this video, think about this. What is unique about you that will make people watch you and not everybody else? A lot of the time when I'm going through the applications of this form, I see this question answered with, I don't have one. Then why should we be watching you and not the hundreds of other people or thousands of other people ahead of the queue? A lot of the time people want these viewers, but don't want to challenge these hard questions. And spoiler alert, there's going to be quite a few of these hard truths and hard questions in this video. I'm not meaning to sound negative, but the whole idea is to get you all thinking. Because the truth is, you all have the ability, it's just about figuring out what that is. I don't know everybody's personal situations who watches this channel, and I'm not going to pretend to, but I do know one thing to be pretty much certain. This is a phone.
Dear God.
Most of you at one point, if you're watching this on your PC or on your laptop, have looked at your phone. Most of you when you're at work, look at your phone. Most of you when you're at school or doing your homework or meant to be doing your chores or meant to be doing anything else, watching other streamers, etc., look at your phone. That time builds up. A lot of the time, this excuse of, I don't have the time to do a TikTok. I'm not proud of this, but the daily average time I spend on my phone is 4 hours and 33 minutes. That is an absurd amount of time. That is half a work day for most people. A lot of the work I do is on my phone, so maybe that's a bit different. But I would make the argument that most of you spend at least 1 to 2 hours on your phone just scrolling Instagram or TikTok each day. You cut that down and make a Twitch clip on your stream, put it into something like Streamladder or editing software if that's what you do. You could use that hour to make a TikTok and post it. A lot of the time, this "I don't have the time" isn't actually you don't have the time, it's I'm too lazy. Now again, I know everyone's circumstance is different. Do what you can and no more, but make sure that you actually can't before you tell yourself you can. Are you doing the same thing as everybody else? Firstly, if you are, don't panic. That doesn't mean that you're a lost cause on Twitch and will never gain any viewers. But what I'm saying is if you are sitting there for 8 hours a day streaming a very congested category on Twitch, something like League of Legends or Fortnite or Call of Duty, obviously at this point we all know it's really unlikely that people are gonna scroll down to the people with low viewers. People do it, but it's very unlikely. If you're doing the same thing as everybody else, consider branching out into other things. Likelihood is that if you're a gaming streamer, you enjoy more than just one game. What I say to people who are doing these streams and are set in the way of only playing this one congested game, maybe try just 1 or 2 of your stream days, go into a different, less congested category and try establish some viewers who follow you not just for your gameplay, but for your personality and your entertainment. Then these people will get to know you on a more personal level, which is why people watch streamers in the first place. And when you go back to your main game, they might follow you back to that category as well. One of the nicest things that's ever said to me in my stream is that people will watch me no matter what game I'm playing, which is insane and really heartwarming to hear. But that's a really great security for streamers, especially a variety streamer, because a lot of the time with variety streamers, you play one game that your viewers really like watching or that you gain a lot of new viewership from, but the minute you finish that game or move on to something new, they don't follow. It's a slower growth tactic, but it does work. It's how I've built the majority of my audience. I started out as a Call of Duty streamer and I just saw little to no growth after months. So that's why I started branching out into other games and made like first playthroughs my thing. I would stream Call of Duty one day and then the next day I would branch out into a different game like Skyrim or something, play that for a while, then go back to Call of Duty, then go back to Skyrim. And then I started to realize that like these first playthroughs were actually way more gratifying and way more fun than streaming Call of Duty every day for 6 hours. And now all I do on my stream for the most part is play first playthroughs of games I never played, and it's become my thing and I'm having a great time doing it. So consider, if you're doing the same thing everyone else is doing, try something new. Just try it, just for a week or two and see how you get on. Experiment with your Twitch titles. If you're not doing this and you're just putting the same title every day on your stream and never changing it in your creator dashboard, you need to start doing so. When somebody's looking for a new streamer to watch in a category, the only 2 things they see is a tiny little thumbnail of you and your title. I see it all the time with titles that are just kind of uninteresting and don't entice me to look at that streamer or check out that streamer at all. Name of country, sub count, chill, whatever game. Warzone and chill, Valorant and chill, 200 out of 250 followers, Minecraft cozy stream, come chill, League of Legends fun with duo, come chill. I'm not wrong. Again, the same titles all the time on everyone's stream. I've talked about this before in other videos. If you're set in your ways that you want to play the same game or stream the same game as a lot of other streamers, you can't then use the same title as every other streamer and complain that nobody's watching you. You're not giving yourself any fighting chance that someone's going to click you instead. I found that adding something as simple as the word first playthrough to my stream dramatically increased the people coming to my stream with that tag. Your tags and your titles are some of the only things that will give you discoverability on Twitch. I'm like a broken record about it at this stage. Trying to come up with a creative or funny or eye-catching title is so beneficial to your stream. It takes... What the heck? I have never done this in my life. Where was I? Being creative with your title is a skill that you can learn. Try different things, try out different combinations, and maybe try a joke one day or a silly title the next day. All those things become like a skill that you can work towards and get better at that will both tell people what you're doing that day on stream as well as make them want to watch it. Similarly with your go live notification, the current people who follow you should not be just hit with the blank streamer is live now. Put something new in there, get creative with it. I say it all the time and I say it for a reason. It works. All right, next one is a little bit of a hard truth, and it might be a bit of a hard thing to stomach. Not do you, but can you watch your own stream back and not be bored by it? Maybe it's narcissistic, but I watch my own streams back all the time. I watched a good 15 minutes of my Elden Ring stream from yesterday this morning, And I was having fun watching it. I was like, oh my God, I forgot I made that joke. That was kind of funny. I'm gonna write that one down and recycle it in 6 months. People have forgotten about it. Firstly, you should be going back and watching your own VODs anyway. Make sure things are running smoothly and there's no random tech issues that you didn't realize. Like I didn't realize my noise gate was turned off yesterday and you can hear me panting heavily into my mic during boss fights. You should be able to go back and watch your own streams and think it's fun. I don't necessarily think that's very big-headed. It's literally just going back and saying, hey, I did a good job. I'm sure bands or artists, after they finish their shows, look back at the video or listen back to the recording and say to themselves like, wow, I really did amazing last night, or wow, my performance was bad last night. If you can't look back at your own stream and be entertained by it, how do you expect anyone else to look back and be entertained by it? And if this is the case, you gotta change something. You can't knowingly be making a bad stream and then continue making that same stream and giving out about the viewership. Unfortunately, this might be a bit harsh. It's not just gonna randomly turn around and one day you'll turn on stream and there'll be 1 million viewers there. The world does not work that way. It's like knowing that you can't sing very well or writing very good songs, but just randomly waiting for a record label to sign you without you ever going to vocal coaching or songwriting classes or any of that kind of thing. If you're identifying that this might be the case, you need to start taking steps or identifying steps to improve on that. The reality of the situation is if you can't look back at your own streams because they're not fun, or you're not being entertained by your own streams, or you're bored during your own streams, chances are other people are too. The thing is, if you've identified that these flaws are present in your content, you have done the hard work. The hard work is knowing that that's the issue. You can never hope to get better at something that you're unaware of. So the fact that you're aware of these things, that is the hard part over and done with. You've identified your flaws and now you can take appropriate measures to deal with those things and learn from them and remove them from your streams if you need to. And I know what you're thinking, well, you can't just learn to be entertaining. You can't just learn to be funny. I absolutely 100% believe you can. Again, look back at my first streams. They are the most unentertaining, unfunny, watchable things on the planet. But the thing is, I realized that I couldn't create content around a game that made me unable to create content because I was so laser focused on winning. So I changed up my games. I was able to create content easier from a single player game. So as I started doing that, I was able to talk more to chat. As a result of having more time to talk at the chat or talk to the chat, mostly because there was nobody really there at that stage, I got better at doing that. Getting more used to talking and more used to making jokes on the fly because I had more time to do so. What I'm saying is identify the kink in your armor and focus on reinforcing it. What can you be doing that you aren't doing? Let me go first. TikTok. I am terrible at posting on TikTok. I wake up each week and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna post a TikTok every day. I've got the clips. What do? Forget to post them. I know that I can be doing TikTok. However, I am too lazy to post them. Like, I'm a bit lazy. I'll do it after lunch and then I forget about it. Now, I stress that if you have the time, if you're too busy with other things, don't worry about it. Don't put pressure on yourself. But if there's something that you actively have the time for, you could be doing it. And if you can be doing it, you should be doing it. If it's gonna benefit you, absolutely do it. If you have the time and energy and resources to be posting on places like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, wherever, do it. You can't just expect to do half the work required for 100% of the reward. Most streamers are aware of the fact nowadays that, if you want to grow on the platform, you have to be doing something other than just streaming. We've all kind of accepted this as just part of the job or part of the workload. However, you can't just ignore that fact and have no online presence other than your stream and still wonder why nobody's coming to that stream. They're not coming to that stream because they're not able to find you. Twitch make it extremely difficult to be found and you're not giving yourself any discoverability elsewhere. And finally, ask yourself why. Why are you streaming? If the answer to that question is for something to do, a hobby, bit of fun to pass the time, then you can ignore pretty much 99% of this video. But the chances are, if you're watching this video, your aspirations are a little bit higher than that. You've got a little bit more skin in the game, let's say. So if the aspirations that you have for your stream is to have a successful Twitch channel that potentially could be a job down the line, then you have to address some of these things. You can't sleep on them. They won't just work themselves out. You can't just hope to be magically rated by 100,000 viewers, because chances are if you're sitting there doing nothing with no unique selling point, with no entertaining title, not offering anything unique to your audience, those 100,000 people won't come back. I know this is a bit of a harder video to stomach, but the reason I make these videos is because I really want to push some of you to be the creators I know you all can be. Maybe it's not my responsibility to do that, I don't know. But the reason I make videos like this is because I've talked to creators who have this attitude and share these attitudes and do a lot of these things. And once you talk to them, they unlock that potential. It's like a light bulb moment above their head and they figure it out and their content goes from here all the way up here. It's insane. So I want that for everyone else. I know that people possess the potential once they put that work in. So please don't be discouraged by this video. Use it as motivation to get out there, figure out some things that are holding you back and work on those things, because you are all absolutely capable. I know it. Quick thing before we finish, thank you all so much for becoming channel members on this channel. It's very cool. Unfortunately, unlike Twitch, I don't get a big alert that plays a big song and dance. If you've decided to become a channel member, thank you so much. That really is a great way to support the channel. And if you would like to support me here on YouTube as well, becoming a channel member is a fantastic way to do so. Appreciate it. Much love. You can catch me on Twitch 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, over at twitch.tv/x2shoes. Head on over there, ask me your streaming questions, say hello, tell me about your day. It's a good time over there. Or if you want to talk to other streamers and other amazing people on the community, you can join our Discord, which is linked below. Almost 1,000 members in there at the minute, so cool. That's amazing. Thank you so much. It's not a place to just drop your link and self-promo. We don't allow that. We have an application system in place. So if that's what you're trying to do or get around the rules, don't do that, okay? You get banned. And the next thing is, thank you to all my Patreon supporters this month. Here are their names. Very kind of you. Appreciate it a lot. And if you want some more streaming goodness, here is a video about the worst marketing techniques that streamers tried to do on Twitch to grow their channels. It doesn't work. Check it out here. It's a good one. Subscribe if you enjoyed it. Like if you liked it. And I'll see you next week. Much love. Peace out. Bye-bye.